It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Quicken Cavaliers, play host to the Golden State Warriors. Golden State controls the tap. 3 titles in 4 years, new arena next year, Jay, in San Francisco. Crazy to think that any of these Warriors would want to go anywhere else.
It's the way they've been leveraging their brand off the court in Silicon Valley. You see guys like Kevin Durant, who have 35 Media, his only media production company, also making a ton of investments. You see Stephen Curry and Andre Iguodala investing in E-Game Sports, amongst other things. I actually got a chance to host a Players Technology Summit with Andre Iguodala, where he talked about a multitude of things that he's invested in. They're able to leverage the business outside the business of sport, which is why I think they'll stay around in the Silicon Valley for a very long time.
Curry to Durant. Has a look. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there. Bad pass there. Warriors have it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know, just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Sexton on a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. For Durant, down low. Kevin Durant, 2 for 3 now here in the first. What more does this guy have to prove?
He has everything to prove, because he's not trying to prove it to you behind the screen, watching this game, playing this game. He's trying to prove it to himself, Kevin Durant, every day, that he is the greatest to ever put on an NBA uniform.
Sexton. Stolen by the Warriors. Rejected by Thompson.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Rodney Hood above the rim.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Durant across the timeline. Up 5. Highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. He gets it. Jay, he might be small, but against bigger and more athletic guards, how does he find a way to get it done?
Well, how about this? Last year, he shot 42% from behind the three-point line. That's his second lowest three-point shooting field goal percentage since he's been in the league. That's called first-class problems. And what that does, every time you step your foot over half court with unlimited range, it forces the defense to pick you up even quicker, which allows him way more room to operate on the offensive end.
His first effort off the mark. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive play. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Larry Nance Jr. at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 68%. Free throw is good to finish off the 3-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Kevin Durant has it. Kevin Durant. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Here comes the screen. Goes to the right side. Hill. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Livingston to Durant. Warriors last year had to go on the road, win a Game 7 at Houston to take the West. Jay, you know Steve Kerr wants to see his team play better at home, make sure they get home court advantage.
Especially because this is the last year at Oracle Arena. And when you have a team that can play with a sense of urgency that is as talented as this Golden State Warriors team is, you better watch out. They 9-12 at home. Now, that's a pretty amazing record at home, but let me tell you why they slacked off. The 3 years prior to that combined, they were 114-9. I think we're going to see that Golden State Warrior team from those years instead of the one from last year.
And scores.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
KD with the rock.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
Probing the defense. Reset here. Let's see what they do. To Thompson. Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Clarkson. Knocked loose. Warriors have it. It's a big finish.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
George Hill to Clarkson. He connects with the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
George Hill.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. First quarter's complete. The Warriors with the lead. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Clarkson. Nice pass to set things up.
The assist from number 8.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. 2-point advantage. Seconds to shoot. To Thompson for three. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. None of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Hill to Clarkson. Five to shoot for Cleveland. And count the basket inside.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Warriors have the basketball. To Thompson. Probing the defense. To Green. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Fires the 3.
Number 3, George Hill. That's his first.
Quinn Cook is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 80% at the line. First one, count it. Second and 3, got it. Knocks down all 3 at the line.
Number 35, Kevin Durant.
Sexton to Rodney Hood. a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungry.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Jay, you know the Warriors love challenges. As they go for a three-peat, why not try and incorporate the personality and presence of a DeMarcus Cousins?
Well, if there's anybody up for the challenge, it will be a head coach who's had multiple years in dealing with one of the hottest players, when I mean personality, hottest players in the league, and Draymond Green, and that's Steve Kerr. And look, DeMarcus Cousins is going to come back on this team probably after All-Star break, and I think he'll have a chance to really add another versatile piece. But in the interim, I think a guy like Jordan Bell is going to be huge. There's no more JaVale McGee in this squad, but a guy like Jordan Bell or Kevon Looney can give them the length and the intimidation of what they need down low on the blocks.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
State, number 30, Stephen Curry.
Curry to Thompson. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Rodney Hood. Durant. That one off the mark. It's no good. From the painted area, won't go down. Durant with the basketball up top. Leads 4. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Tristan Thompson with the slam.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
It's Steph at the controls. Screen coming. Surveys the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Curling inside. Steph lets loose. And the rebound cleared by Thompson. Sexton to Rodney Hood. Here comes the screen. Hood. Curry into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. To Durant. Pass stolen by the Cavs. Sexton to Rodney Hood. Sexton. Knocked loose. Cavaliers get possession. George Hill. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots. We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game.
Hey everyone, check this out. The first 1,000 fans in our next home game will receive a free team poster. Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed by the entire team. Show up early for your chance to win.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Durant to Curry.
State, number 15, Damian Joe.
Shot from the lane won't go. Knocked loose. Warriors come away with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Curry to Durant. Kevin Durant, now 4 for 9.
No fading on that shot, strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. Cleveland has the basketball. Sexton. Bad pass there. Warriors have it. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. That'll do it for the first half. The Warriors with the lead.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Warriors worked hard for their halftime lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Golden State Warriors. The Cavaliers are in need of some changes at the half. And someone needs to step up offensively if they plan to win this game. Not a single player has gotten into double digits yet. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Game track. Steals.
The Cleveland Cavaliers are trailing so far, and that's mostly due to sloppy ball handling. The ball security needs to improve if they want to stay competitive in this matchup. The lack of ball control was apparent in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Klay Thompson did an incredible job on defense, particularly when it came to being a pickpocket. He killed a number of the opposition's possessions. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Cavs at the controls. Sexton to Rodney Hood. Nothing going here on that drive. Takes stock of the floor. Knocked loose. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Hood. To Colin Sexton. Shot clock winding down. Deep 2 there, won't go.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Sexton. Driving right to the basket, and he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Cedi Osman, couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. And hits the first free throw.
Oh, yeah, get your money, man.
And he makes them both. Warriors have the basketball. Curry to Thompson. Curry to Thompson. Here comes the screen. Durant trying to finish, but his shot won't fall. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Sexton to Rodney Hood. Here comes the screen. Sexton to Rodney Hood. Curry to bring it up. He'll run the offense. Steph Curry. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Sexton. Screen coming. Down to 5 on the 24. 4-3. Buries it.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Curry with the ball. To Thompson. Curry. Sizing up the defense. Short jumper stays out. To Colin Sexton. Nance to Rodney Hood. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Hood. Shot clock violation.
For Cleveland.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Entering the game for the Golden State Warriors, number 34, Sean Livingston. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Thompson to Sean Livingston. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Here comes the screen. Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Can't connect from inside. Here's Curry with it up top. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Hill into the front court. The deficit is 6. To Clarkson. Here comes the screen. Clarkson. 5 to shoot for Cleveland. To Clarkson. Hill. He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping feet throughout the course of the game.
Screen come.
Thompson to Green. Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. 3 for 6 now.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
3 quarters down, the Warriors with the lead. The Warriors with the basketball to begin the 4th quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the 4th quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the 4th.
To Green. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Thompson. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Warriors basketball. Thompson to Sean Livingston. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Hill across the timeline. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Hill into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Warriors come up with it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
That pass stolen by the Cavs. Taking advantage of the turnover.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
To Sean Livingston. Here comes the screen. Livingston to Thompson. Livingston. Thompson. Man, that was a tough shot.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Sexton to Hill. Sexton to George Hill. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range. No good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Curry to Thompson. Nothing going here on that drive. Stephen Curry with a look. Steph Curry. He's now 4 for 6.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Oh, a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Golden State Warriors, number 35, Kevin Durant. Entering the game
Why even try that time?
I'm gonna start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
To Colin Sexton, going to launch, beyond the arc, buries it on the catch and shoot.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down to help. Quick skip passes equal threes in the bank.
Kevin Durant lets it fly, gets a look, can't hit. Nance. To Colin Sexton. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Not only does he have the frame, not only does he have the speed, but they called him the young bull for a reason. Let me bring you back to a game where he played against Minnesota. Multiple kids on this team when he played for Alabama got hurt. There were only 3 players for Alabama to play on the court, 3 versus 5. Colin Sexton had 40 points and almost led his team to a victory. That's how easy he makes it look scoring the basketball.
Sexton to Rodney Hood. Here comes the screen. Sexton to Rodney Hood. Fires the 3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Warriors have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Now pass taken away by Cleveland.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To shoot for Golden State. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Desperation shot here from half court. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors put one in the win column with a solid performance. And the defensive intensity made all of the difference. They were committed to staying aggressive, forcing turnovers, and being disruptive on their way to victory. The Cavaliers didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Game track. Steals. Player of the game.
Klay Thompson gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2.
number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.